Away they go, and Speaker has jumped away well, storming by on the inside away fairly. Romantic Sea with Rapid Woman and Limerick Lady further out going forward. Romantic Sea lands in front early on from Rapid Woman and Limerick Lady. Near the inside, Speaker driving up to fourth as they settle, and just behind those runners then came storming by on the inside Agalia, then came Girl of Illuminaire out wide. Further back then Dolphin Dance in that bunch of horses with KMS. Next in the race then Raja Lane, storming by, getting shuffled back. Golden Delicious out wide with River Dove and 2.5 away. Celestia last of all, they're tight and compact. Romantic Sea in the last towards the turn, leading narrowly from KMS and Rapid Woman. Next in the race, Limerick Lady, 4 out, Girl of Illuminaire, 5 out, right across the track as they turn. In behind those, Raja Lane, Agalia, Just Divine, Golden Delicious pulling out wide with Dolphin Dance, and the widest runner is Celestia. Many chances now. Girl of Illuminaire with Golden Delicious and Dolphin Dance and Celestia right on the outside. Celestia ranging up with Golden Delicious and Dolphin Dance. Celestia's hit the front from Dolphin Dance. Golden Delicious trying to go with Celestia, but Celestia has taken the last from Dolphin Dance and Golden Delicious. Next in the race, River Dove being followed in by Raja Lane. Behind those then Just Divine, Girl of Illuminaire and a race at odds. Then Limerick Lady storming by. Next Speaker. Further back behind those then came Agalia, Romantic Sea, KMS, and towards the tail of the field is Rapid Woman.
Should be 11.71 there. 11 Celestia, 8.70 and 2.80 over 7 Dolphin Dance, returning 7.30. 1 Golden Delicious, 2.10.
Now, very tight second and third. Might go Golden Delicious from Dolphin Dance. And the race time 1:3.68. Very little in it for second and third. And the last two winners have come sailing down the outside of the course. And Celestia has taken the race, waiting for numbers 11, 1, 7 are in the frame. So one has got second, and just ahead of number 7, which is Dolphin Dance. 11, 1 and 7 are official.
All right, more from Caulfield soon. At Toowoomba, a half head, 1 1/4, 60.52, 239 standing by for the scales report. Still no correct weight on the last at Eagle Farm, 111.6, or at Newcastle, 524, or Toowoomba, 239. 11.17 at Caulfield. Totes there in a moment. Updating the last event from Adelaide now. Victoria Park. Number 1 is Fireball, 8.10 and 3.20. Two Mighty Eel, 13 and 2. 3 coming up the coast. Amber Court, 41 and 10. Benaba, 24 and 5.50. Mahatma, 57 and 14. And 9 Romanus Jewel, 6.20 and 1.60. At Victoria Park, tip is 9 Romanus Jewel from 5.12.
And enormous celebrations are planned at trackside. Zahid remains the tote favourite. Finito firms in even further. It's come in $5 now. The betting order is 5, 10, 2 and 1. Now Albion Park, and the top rater gets the cat.
Who there was an offer of $1 million for from North American interests after her big double back there in the autumn. Now 3 to move along. On a lap, Friendly Manner, Finito. Mr. Tanzania meeting with some support. Likewise, Suspicion. Now on a lap, drawn over near the outside. Paul King aboard, has another wide gate to contend with, having a pretty dirty old day. No luck at all on Hotshot Brother. In the previous, the Belgravia. Friendly Manner walks forward, and up comes Finito, so the line is nearly complete. This is the Swan Draft Anniversary Cup on the 150th celebrations for the WA Turf Club. Finito is about to move in. Daniel Stake again takes Finito away from the line. Jason Whiting's won the last 2 races for the day. The Country Cup on Gilligan's Girl, the Right Money in the Belgravia, and now has the mount on second-elect Mr. Tanzania. Ready to run in the Anniversary Cup. Light blinking. Racing, caught them to a terrific start with Air of Supremacy, Metallurgy and Hide the Halo. Jashar Boy breaking quickly, and Suspicion coming over. Behind them, Mr. Callahan. Senate Lease is going to be prominent too as they settle into stride. Zahid's out very deep on settling down from Turmeric. A length and a half further back, Perfect Minx inside of main stage, and then came Finito. On a lap, dropping across Mr. Tanzania with just 2 behind him as they go to the 900. They were Friendly Manner and Bold Mirage, but Suspicion has continued on with it. and she was able to go up and cross and lead the way from Jashar Boy. Third is Hide the Halo. Senate Lease fourth, 700 to go. On the fence, fifth is Mr. Callahan. Zahid's being allowed to slide up by Miller, going around the outside of Metallurgy. Then the grey Air of Supremacy back inside of Turmeric, a length away. Then Perfect Minx. Main stage, Finito held up from on a lap. Mr. Tanzania with the task in front of him. Friendly Manner, and last is Bold Mirage as the Anniversary Cup field turns the corner at the 400. Suspicion, the Muqdar mare. Turn from Jashar Boy. There's Zahid going up now, pouring the pressure on. On the fence, Hide the Halo, a length and a half, Mr. Callahan. And then Metallurgy, followed by Turmeric, but Zahid joins Suspicion by the 150. Mr. Callahan and Finito threading his way through the field. Zahid in front, Mr. Callahan drew on equal terms. Finito diving through in the centre, Mr. Callahan and Finito. I think it was Mr. Callahan and knows Finito diving at him in the shadows. Zahid or Suspicion tight for third, and Bold Mirage whizzing home from last on the corner. Turmeric next in. Then Jashar Boy and Air of Supremacy, followed further back then by Perfect Minx on a lap. Then came Hide the Halo, Senate Lease, Metallurgy, Friendly Manner, and something could be amiss there with Mr. Tanzania, which has pulled up a long last.
Okay, if there's any news to report on Mr. Tanzania, we'll pass it along. But Finito and Mr. Callahan or Finito, how good's that for a finish? Mr. Callahan, Kevin Forrester for Mick Campbell and Danny Stake. So, thrilling go. We'll await the judges to make that official. Now, updating the market for Toowoomba. And the latest in betting in this small field looks this way. Flower Gem ahead of Dyke. 6, 1 and 5. Alf, great job. What a day next Saturday.
By Mr. Callahan, an outsider there at $45.60 and $8.50 on race number 7. And that trifecta, $1,453. Now, Albion Park, race number 2, and the posh one. This is the Sovereign Superior Lager Belgravia Stakes, a 3-year-old race, and this race over 1,200.
Backed in. There's the light. Racing now, and Roulane, one of the first away. G. King was anxious to move on Hotshot Brother. He began on terms with them, but Priceless Aura, Uncle Brian are travelling through on his inside, and he's going to get posted very wide on Hotshot Brother. Hand Shandy's kicked up inside of them. Amio went forward as well, and Zoometric's going to camp right on them. In behind them came Conspirator. Roulane quickly dropped off the pace, and then came at the head of the others behind them, the Right Money from Wool Zone. Brave Rhythm getting back, Star of Vane, and then Grenadier with Gambase dropping to last. Hotshot Brother's done a power of work, and he's gone up to sit outside of the filly Hand Shandy. Hand Shandy just in front from Hotshot Brother, having to do it the tradesman's way. Zoometric, those had the run of the race. He's camp running third inside Uncle Brian, then Amio going up. The former Sydney 3-year-old Conspirator angling around their heels. Priceless Aura dropped off on the Right Money, shot through a gap near the inside from Wool Zone. Brave Rhythm to the outside, starting his run in the straight. Hotshot Brother coming again at Hand Shandy. 150 to go, and it's Hotshot Brother from the Right Money, which is speared through. Hotshot Brother from the Right Money inside the 50. The Right Money getting the better of Hotshot Brother, then Zoometric, but the Right Money wins. The Right Money takes out the Belgravia from Hotshot Brother. If nothing else, game in defeat. Zoometric close up in a photo for third with Brave Rhythm, and they were followed by Gambase running on, then Grenadier. Wool Zone next home, Conspirator Amio, then came Uncle Brian, Star of Vane. Hand Shandy dropped right out of it, then Roulane, and last to arrive, Priceless Aura.
All right, there it was, the right way.
Arriving